So, welcome back, everybody, to Pure Hearts Enhanced Meditation Sessions. Hope everybody's doing good. And your host here is Rita Marie. One word, capital R, capital M. First name, one word. All right, so here we are in session 10B, the vagus nerve. Why tongue placement regulates the system. In session 10A, we focused on placement. We mapped the roof of the mouth, we identified the alveolar ridge, we located the firm, hard palate, we felt the natural dome before the soft tissue begins. So that session was about structure and awareness. Today is about physiology. Session 10B answers the questions. So get ready for in-depth knowledge. Let's begin. First thing is, why does that small placement of your tongue change your entire nervous system? You see, when the tongue rests correctly, it is not symbolic. It changes breath mechanics. It changes muscle tone, um, cranial nerve input, and it changes autonomic regulation. Today, we examine how the autonomic nervous system controls the body's autonomic functions. You know, the things your body does naturally without any conscious effort. I'll let you think about that, okay? So, it has two primary branches. It has the symptomatic, which mobilizes, sends alert, increases your heart rate, it tightens your muscles, and is prepared for action. While the parasympathetic, that does the restoration, it softens your heart rate, it slows, it softens your muscles, um, supports your digestion, and signals safety. Very important. You see, most people live in mild symptomatic tone all day, um, with their jaw slightly tightening, their breath becomes slightly shallow, their tongue um, rests low, and their chest breathes more than the diaphragm breathing. Then they try to meditate. But what happens? The body is still signaling alertness. This is how meditation deepens, only when the body feels safe. Our breathing that was taught in session 2, which I hope everybody really has gotten to see and practice, and then including the tongue placement, is so important. So now you're beginning to see how everything correlates and how we take this into each session through the way Pure Heart's enhanced meditation works. The vagus nerve is the primary nerve of the parasympathetic system. It's also known as the rest and digest. Like, for instance, your digestion, it helps with your stool and urination. All right, I won't just say yours, I'll say our digestion, stool, and urination. Okay. So you have two. There's one on the one on the right and one on the left. Both begin in the brainstem and travel down through your throat, your heart, your lungs, your diaphragm, and your digestive system. In meditation, you do not have to activate one side versus the other. No, because the slow breathing that we do with the meditation regulates the system as a whole. You know that 80% of the vagal firms send signals from the body to the brain, while the other 20% are outputs, and they carry signals from the brain down into the body. So, pretty important there. The body informs the brain whether you are safe. If the body is tense, the brain interprets tension. If the body is organized, the brain interprets safety. That is the mechanism. Now, we go over to the vagal tone. That's very important. The vagal tone refers to how effectively the vagus nerve can regulate the heart and body, the heart and breath. It originates in the nuclei within the brainstem. Higher vagal tone means, I was saying vagal, but vagal. Heart rate slows more easily. The breath stabilizes smoothly. Emotional recovery is faster, and the body returns to calm more effectively. Slow rhythmatic breathing increases the vagal tone. Meditation helps with this. Meditation does an awful lot. The the structure excuse me, the structure supports the breathing that increases the vagal tone. Here, structure means the physical position of your tongue, the jaw, and airway. When your tongue rests correctly on the firm roof of the mouth, it stabilizes your airway so your breathing slows naturally, and that slower, steady breath increases the vagal tone. Okay? So, why tongue placement affects your nervous system? This is the key. Your mouth contains dense nerve connections. When your tongue collapses to the floor of your mouth, your airway narrows slightly. Your mouth breathing becomes easier. Your jaw tightens, and the chest breathing increases. Jaw tension activates a particular nerve called the trigeminal. Okay. This nerve sends strong sensory signals from your face and jaw into alert centers of your brainstem. So when your jaw stays tight, your brain receives signals associated with readiness and protection. That steady input can keep your system in mild symptomatic activation. What feels like subtle defense mode is what happens. But when your tongue rests lightly upward on the roof of your mouth, your jaw will soften, your teeth separate slightly, see? Your airway stabilizes, nasal breathing becomes natural, and your diaphragm engages more fully. So, this changes the sensory input reaching your brainstem. Your brainstem begins to register reduced threat signalings and increases parasympathetic regulation. Then your brain registers safely. Symptomatic activation decreases. Parasympathetic regulation increases. A small structural adjustment with your tongue can influence your entire nervous system. This is why tongue placement matters. And when you're doing the meditation, to get that utmost satisfaction, that connection. Once your tongue is resting correctly, then your breathing becomes smoother, and your breath is what regulates your nervous system. When you inhale through your nose, what happens? Your airway slows naturally. We've talked about this in the breathing section. Your body absorbs oxygen more efficiently. Your nasal passages release nitric oxide to support circulation. Your nervous system begins shifting toward regulation. Now, when you make your exhale slightly longer than your inhale, even with that loud sigh while your tongue remains resting on the firm palate, and it can be done. See, listen, watch, pay attention. No, no, turn around, look. Okay, watch. See, the tongue is resting very softly and gentle, and I'm going to inhale, and then I'm going to do that exhale with the sigh. So, see, it can be done. So, then what happens? Your heart rate slows more noticeably. The vagus nerve increases its calming influence, and your stress response decreases. So, you can always use this breathing instead of doing when you get angry, that you can always do this breathing as a relaxation or keeping yourself calm in a tense situation, because the exhale is your brake pedal. Your breath is the mechanism. Your structure simply makes that mechanism work better. Okay, let's move on to the full physiological sequence, because that is the chain. Nothing mystical. Here it goes. How it works. The sequence. Your tongue lifts, your jaw relaxes, your airway stables, your nasal breathing improves, the diaphragm engages, the vagus nerve actively increases, the heart rate steadies, and the brain receives safety signals. Meditation becomes accessible. This is structural regulation, your physical alignment, organizing your breath, which then organizes your nervous system. So, for your viewing here and understanding with the vagus nerve, I put up three different diagrams so you can see how it goes from the brainstem right down the spinal column. One is a little more clear and what the organs and so forth that it connects to. The other one gives you a little bit more in depth with the dark profile, and it shows all the different things there, how it goes directly into it. The last one does show on the diagram a little more explicit, showing, the different names of the organs as it goes down through the back of the throat and so on from the brain stem. So this gives you a clear understanding how this works. Take a moment and just look at it, and then we will go into our meditation. And thank you for your support, share, like, and donate. Before we move into meditation, I just want to pause for something important. You know that I love sharing all this knowledge with you. What we explore here is not new, it is remembered. These sessions unlock what already existed within your heart and your awareness. And as you recognize it, your life begins to shift. Pure Heart's enhanced meditation sessions support your growth weekly, consistently, with depth and clarity. I work a lot putting this information together. I do learn some things as well, but this is so important. Or I should say, I remember things as well through this as well as you do. So your support keeps these sessions active and expanding. Please use the PayPal or Venmo QR codes shown here in a moment, and I'll pause now so you can complete your support. After this pause, we move into the meditation where what you've received today will integrate and lock into your nervous system for your enhancement. Thank you. For your convenience, the PayPal and Venmo QR codes will appear again at the end of this session. Thank you. For this session for meditation, you will be sitting in the upright position, the sitting position, throughout the whole meditation, with your hands relaxed comfortably on your lap, palms up. We'll move into the command, and you may read it along quietly to yourself. I'll do the count and the snap, or you can count and I'll do the snap. And then we say thank you after the count. I'll say now, snap, and thank you. So make yourself comfortable in the sitting position now, sitting straight. All right. Ready for the command now to cleanse away anything negative that is hanging with us. And remember, this cleanse can be done any time of the day or night, whatever you're feeling. I command my spirit to remove anything that is unauthentic within me and around me. I command my spirit to remove anything that is unauthentic within me and around me. Last time, I command my spirit to remove anything that is unauthentic within me and around me. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Now, snap and thank you. Now for our breathing technique to get us settled. Breathe in through your nostrils, bringing in life force energy, bringing this all the way down into the belly. Hold, and now release, going all the way backwards, going up And exhaling through your mouth on the count of 6 or 8 with a loud, audible sigh. Feel yourself starting to relax. If you did that audible sigh, that will help you. Taking another inhalation in through your nostrils, a count of 4, breathing all the way down past your lungs into your lower belly. Hold for 2. Exhale, going back up with the loud sigh on the count of 6 and 8. And for the very last breath, inhale, bringing in the love and the light in through your nostrils, down in through your lower abdomen, into the belly. The count of 2 on the way back up to the count of 6 or 8. Releasing with the sigh. Now, as you're sitting there feeling very relaxed and comfortable, take all your thoughts from your mind and put them into your basket. Nothing is important now, nothing at all. All your thoughts, your woes, your worries, let them go. Relax your skull. With everything there, relax your eyes, your eyebrows, your nose, your ears, your cheekbones. Just relax. Relax your mouth and your jaw. Feel everything moving down, 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 and out your feet into Mother Earth. Bring it into love and light as needed. Relax your neck and shoulders. Relax your arms, your wrists, your fingers, your hands. Letting everything go down and out into Mother Earth. Feel your body becoming very lightweight. Your breathing is shallow. You can barely feel anything moving. You're so relaxed. Relax your upper chest, your upper back, your mid area, front and back. Relax your lower belly and your lower back, your glutes, your hips. Relax, letting everything move down and out. Just letting it go. Relax your legs completely. Your thighs, your knees, your shins, calves, ankles. Relax your feet, pushing everything down and out. The top of your feet, the bottom of your feet, your toes. Letting it all go. Relax. Your body is so comfortable. Just relax. Letting everything go down and out. Before we go into the actual meditation, as you're sitting there relaxed, just listen for a moment or two. Session 10A is where we learned your alignment and awareness practice. You can use it to refine tongue placement, improve structural positioning, and develop subtle sensory perceptions. It teaches you exactly where the tongue rests and how that position supports your jaw, your airway, and your posture. In this session 10B, this is your regulation practice. Use it when you need to calm your body, steady your breathing, slow your heart rate, or shift out of stress. It takes the structure you learned in 10A and uses it to help your nervous system settle and return to balance more quickly. So use 10A to refine placement and awareness. Use 10B when you need to calm, rest, stabilize, or bring your system back to steady. This is not only a meditation technique, it is a body regulation tool. You can use it anytime your body feels unsettled or overstimulated. Before sleep, before an important conversation, when digestion feels tight, when your mind feels scattered, when you need steadiness before speaking, or when you simply want deeper internal connection. You do not need a full meditation each time. 3 to 5 shallow nasal inhales with a long, steady, audible sigh, while keeping the front third of your tongue gently resting on the firm palate, is enough to begin calming your system. With repetition, your body learns this pathway and returns to steadiness more quickly and naturally. In session 10A, we focused on precise tongue placement using the tip of the tongue to create structural alignment and awareness. In this session 10B, we build on that foundation by allowing a steady, broader portion of the tongue, the front third, to rest on the firm palate in order to help your nervous system settle more deeply and consistently. Throughout this meditation, your tongue will remain gently resting on the firm palate during every inhale and every exhale in each phase I guide you through. Tongue placement stabilizes your jaw and airway. Stable structure supports nasal breathing. Steady nasal breathing supports the part of your nervous system that calms the body. When your brain senses safety, meditation deepens naturally. We're going to establish our structure before breath at this moment. As you sit upright with eyes closed, with palms relaxed, face up on your lap, your spine is tall, not rigid. Your jaw is fully relaxed. Now place your tongue. Touch the tip just behind your upper front teeth. Feel a small ridge. Slide back about 1/2 inch to 1 inch until you feel smooth, firm bone. Rest the front third of your tongue from the tip back about 1 inch on that firm palate. Rest the front third of your tongue from the tip back about 1 inch on that palate. The upper surface of that front portion makes light contact. The middle of your tongue gently lifts to support that contact. The back of your tongue remains relaxed. Your lips seal softly. Before changing your breath, notice your jaw feels supported. Your throat feels slightly more open. Your head feels balanced over your spine. Your structure is now organized. Now we will hold phase 1, regulation breath. In this first phase of your regulation breath, you focus on the belly first. Let your belly relax completely. Allow it to soften. Now notice your chest. Allow it to remain quiet. This means your breath begins low in your belly, not high in your chest. Just before you inhale, bring awareness to your diaphragm, the large breathing muscle beneath your lungs. As you prepare to breathe in, your diaphragm gently lowers and flattens. This creates space inside your chest. Your lungs expand. Your lower belly naturally rises. Your tongue remains resting on the firm palate. Now begin to the count of 4. Inhale slowly through your nose. Hold for 2. Exhale through your mouth while keeping your tongue resting on the firm palate with a long, steady, audible sigh for the count of 6 or 8. Let the air leave smoothly. Allow the belly to soften again before the next inhalation. Slowly inhale through your nose to the count of 4. Hold for 2. The count of 6 or 8. Exhale through your mouth while keeping your tongue resting on the firm palate with a long, steady, audible sigh. Let the air leave smoothly. Repeat this cycle again. To the count of 4, inhale. Hold 2. Exhale 6 or 8 with the audible sound and your tongue still in the same resting place of the firm palate. And one more time, take your breath. Continue on your own. Inhaling through your nose and exhaling with a long, steady, audible sigh through your mouth. Tongue remains resting upward. Each longer exhale strengthens your vagus nerve, your body's calming system. This slows heart rate, reduces tension, and supports digestion. Your body begins shifting out of alert mode and into regulation. Take your last breath at a count of 4 in through your nostrils. Hold for 2. With the audible sound, exhale through your mouth, 6 to 8 count. As we move into phase 2, steady regulation. The tongue is steady. Before the next breath, notice your shoulders settling, your belly is soft, the muscles in your throat are relaxed, the muscles of your face loosen. Now to the count of 4, inhale through your nose, bringing in love and light. Hold till 2. Exhale with a long, steady, audible sigh. To the count of 6 to 8. Stay here for a moment. Breathe again to the count of 4. Hold 2. Exhale with the audible sigh, 6 or 8. What is taking place now is that the right branch of your vagus nerve supports steady heart rhythm. The left branch supports digestive calm. Your breathing rhythm supports both. Continue breathing 4, 2, 6, or 8. When your brain stem senses the steady pattern, it registers safety. When safety is registered, tension reduces and internal systems coordinate. Take one more breath in through your nostrils, count to 4, hold 2, exhale audibly through your mouth to the count of 6 or 8. As we move into phase 3, you'll feel your gentle vibrations. Your tongue remains steady. On the next exhale, you will hum softly out loud. Like the sound you make when something tastes good. You will feel vibration when your tongue touches the palate. You'll also feel vibration in your cheeks. Feel a subtle vibration behind your eyes. This sound vibration gently stimulates vagal fibers in your throat and voice box. So again, inhale through your nose 4, hold 2, exhale with a soft humming sound. And one more, slightly longer. Last one. Inhale, Again, even longer. Hum, but this time keep your mouth closed. Inhale through your nose. Exhale and create a silent internal hum. No sound outward. Just feel the internal vibration inside your head. Notice the subtle internal buzz. This deepens focus and regulation without effort. Now return to the long, steady, audible sigh. Inhale through your nose, 4. Hold for 2. Exhale through your mouth with a long, steady, audible sigh. As we now continue in phase 4, coordinated calm, your body feels stable and relaxed. Continuing from the last exhale, your jaw is soft, your belly is relaxed, along with your heartbeat, your facial muscles, the steadiness of your posture. Now breathe. Inhale through your nose for 4. Hold for 2. Exhale through your mouth with a long, steady, audible sigh for 6 or 8. Your structure supports regulation. Your regulation supports awareness. Your vagus nerve carries calming signals from your brain stem to your heart, lungs, and digestive system. Your system is coordinated. Your body is organized. Remain here for several cycles. Do this 2 to 3 times for yourself quietly. Your tongue is still resting upward. Now, do your last inhalation, your third one. Inhale through your nose. Exhale through your mouth with your long, steady, audible sigh. And take one deeper inhale through your nose and out through your mouth. The long, steady, audible sigh through your mouth while keeping your tongue resting on the palate. Feel the support of the palate. Feel the softness of your jaw. Feel the steadiness of your breath. As you continue to settle softly, just gently open your eyes when you are ready and remain still for a moment. Thank you for your continued support. It keeps these sessions alive and expanding. Please continue to support, like, follow, and share. The QR codes are running again for your convenience. And join me next week for prayer versus meditation. Love, light, acceptance. Namaste.